Shalom, Israel. We are the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, started out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, where we are led by the amazing Commanding General YAHANNA, you understand? And today is Friday. This is the I.S.U.P.K Port Arthur / Beaumont Friday Lashawan Qadash class, where we get into the ancient Hebrew and ancient Paleo and Hebrew. It's like ancient Paleo and Assyrian Hebrew, which is our native language as the so-called Blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, which are the Israelites of antiquity. We are the real Jews the Bible speaks of, and Hebrew is our language. You know what I'm saying? So we dive back in our culture on Fridays. You know what I'm saying? We learn how to read, write, and speak the ancient Hebrew. You know what I'm saying? And I know it's kind of early, Israel, but I had to teach the class early today. There's a few restraints going on, but you already know in the UPK it's no excuses. So we're gonna get the work of the Lord done by any means necessary. So we're gonna rock it out, and you can always watch this class later if you know what I'm saying. You're moving around, you're at the slave or whatnot. You know what I'm saying. You're not ready to watch the class. You usually watch the Lashawan Qadash class later in the evening. It'll be on the YouTube and whatever platform you usually watch it on. At your regular time, it'll be there early. But yeah, that's what we do. We're gonna get into it, ancient Paleo and Assyrian Hebrew, and we're gonna learn how to read, write, and speak it. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna go over these things because this is our culture. You know, the Most High is pleased when He sees His chosen people come back to their culture. You know, it said in the book of Nehemiah that we were transgressing. You know what I'm saying? We were sleeping with heathens. We were sleeping with other nations, women from other nations, and having children. Well, not necessarily having children, but we were sleeping with other nations, and well, I guess we were having children. And the generations after, they didn't even know how to speak their own language. You know what I'm saying? From that simple iniquity of interracial marriage. You know what I'm saying? We lost our culture. So the Most High is definitely pleased to see us come back to our culture. And that's what we're going to do today. So with the Lashawan Qadash, Lashawan meaning tongue, Qadash meaning holy, holy tongue, we're going to get into it right away. I'm going to start off class the way I always start off class. And that's by going over the Hebrew alphabet. These characters you see here, 22 symbols, are the Hebrew alphabet. From A all the way to Tha. Notice how I start on the right and go to the left, because Hebrew is written and read from right to left. Not like English or Spanish, which is read and written from left to right, but right to left. And down below, it's the same thing. 22 characters of the ancient Hebrew alphabet, but this is a different symbols because this is the Assyrian Hebrew. We were in a different captivity at this point in time when we derived this Hebrew, but it's the same thing. It's still A all the way to Tha. So let's go over it, starting with A, Ba, Ga, Ja, Ha, Wa, Za, Ha, Ta, Ya, Ka, La, Ma, Na, Sa, I, Pa, Taza, Kwa, Ra, Sha, and Da. There you have it. Those 22 characters make up the Hebrew alphabet. All words in Hebrew are made up of these 22 characters. Down below is the same thing. I all the way to Tha. You see 5 extra symbols. These 5 symbols are under their correlating symbols because if a word in Hebrew ends in these particular letters with the extra symbols, then the word has to the letter has to be this different symbol rather than the symbol if it starts with that letter or the letter is in the middle of the letter is in the middle of the word. But yeah, that's the alphabet. So let's get into class. Today we're going to be going over time. I went over this before, but we're going to do a refresher. I don't have my markers. I got one black marker. Most High in Christ. We're going to be going over how to tell time in Hebrew, and also how to ask what time it is. You know what I'm saying? This is good. You know what I'm saying? Passover is right around the corner. You know what I'm saying? You with your brothers or your sisters, you can ask them what time it is in Hebrew, so you know how to get to the next event. So time in Hebrew, we don't say 4 o'clock or 5 o'clock. We pretty much say what hour it is. Remember, Hebrew is a direct language, so pretty much when people speaking Hebrew, they get right to the point. So asking what time it is in Hebrew, you will be asking what hour is it. I'm gonna give you right now. I'm gonna let you know the words used to make these sentences. So I'm gonna give you a word bank. So hour in Hebrew is masha'ai. So like hasha'ai. And I'll just give a spoiler, but I'm gonna go over it. You say ma hasha'ai. What's the hour? Because we know ma is what, and hasha'ai is hour. So what's the hour? Ma hasha'ai. And then you would say, to respond to that, you would say the hour it is. We remember, I'm gonna go over our numbers too. We would say it's 5 in the afternoon. Za, it's 5 kamash in the afternoon. Ba, Salakia. Ba is in. It's gonna be one word that in the afternoon. In the afternoon will be ba athar tazahar. Ba athar in the afternoon. Salakia. I'm missing the ba ha. So ba in, ha the, after, athar, and tazahar, noon. So it's 5 in the afternoon. Za, Salakia, I'm gonna just give you the word bank and stop rushing. But you know, I get excited when I'm teaching this Hebrew. So I start to move quickly. But yeah, I'm gonna give you a word bank really fast for your notes. So we have morning, noon, evening, and then I'm gonna give you the main words: hour and after. Because knowing the word after will make it easy to tell the time, because numbers are after numbers. And don't worry, after this, I'm gonna go over numbers for a refresher. I know I taught numbers before, but I'm gonna give us a refresher on numbers. So morning is Bakwar. Noon, like I said, Tazahar. Evening, Nashak. I usually go use different colors, but I don't see any additional colors today. Let me look over here really fast. It's lucky in Israel. We're gonna be all black today. No sweat. So let's get these in the Hebrew. Bakwar. Ba, qua, ra. Ba, qua. Ba, qua. Noon, Tazahar would be Tazahar. Remember, I'm writing right to left when I'm writing the Hebrew. So Tazahar in the ancient Syrian. On this side, on the right, I have the Paleo, and on the left, I have the ancient Assyrian. So Tazahar. And evening, Nashap. So we have the Na. Huh. Nashap. Nashap. All right, so morning, Bakwar at the top. Here, let me separate it for you. So it looks a little bit neater. Morning, Bakwar. You know what I'm saying? You can say good morning. You know, good is Tawab. Tawab Bakwar. Good morning. Noon, Tazahar. Good afternoon. Remember, after is Athar. We're gonna here. Let's finish up so we can start. You know what I'm saying? Getting into our phrases. So hour is the main thing, and that is Hasha'ai. Well, it's actually Sha'ai. Hasha'ai is the hour. So hour is Sha'ai. And after is Athar. So Sha'ai in Hebrew would be Sha'ai. 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 Not Sha'ai, but Sha'ai. And after Athar, or Athar, lucky. I knew I was getting something. Nasha. Because the connectors on the bottom help you pronunciate. The connectors are only in the ancient paleo. All right. Then we have a basic word bank for time. I'll give you a second to get into your notes. And while you get into your notes, I'll just put a couple bugs in your ear. You know what I'm saying? Like I was saying, you can mix it up. You know how to say morning is bakwar. Tawab bakwar, it means good morning. You know how to say after, you know how to say noon. After is athar, tazahar is noon. Tawab athar tazahar, good afternoon. Or you know how to say evening is nashab. Tawab nashab, good evening. And sha'ai, we're going to get into using sha'ai, but like I was saying earlier, you know what I'm saying? What's the hour? Ma ha sha'ai. What's the hour? Ma hashai. Ma hashai. That's how you ask what time it is in Hebrew. Ma hashai. What's the hour? And then we're going to get into explaining what hour it is, but we can't do that without knowing how to say our Hebrew numbers, which I'm going to get into right now. So now that we got this, I'm going to get this off the board and get our numbers on here. If you didn't get it, you can always be kind and rewind and get that for your notes. All right, so now we're going to get into numbers because you can't tell time without numbers. So real quick, you know what I'm saying, Hebrew, there are no numerals. Numerals were introduced by, you know what I'm saying, the oppressor in Rome with Roman numerals. Those little XIV and those things. And they later turned into different symbols for different numbers. But back in, you know what I'm saying, the days of the Old Testament, we just said the whole word out and we wrote the whole word out. You know what I'm saying? We wrote and said the whole word in Hebrew for the number. I'm not going to go over long digit numbers, but I'm going to go over the first 12 numbers in Hebrew, 1 through 12, just so we can have an understanding of how to tell time with them. So, Salakia. It ain't Christ calling me. I don't have time. Salakia. I'm just playing. So, first, number 1 is Akkad. Number 2, Shanya. Number 3, Shalash. Number 4, Arabai. Five. Yeah, it's like it. Let me write these over because I got to give us some more space. Remember, we got to fit 12 on the board. Bear with me one moment, Israel. I'm definitely going to write it in the ancient Paleo-Assyrian as well. This wouldn't be a Hebrew class if we didn't practice writing our ancient Hebrew. I believe this is Arabai without the Arabai. 5, Hamash. All right, right, now we're gonna go over here. All right, 6 through 10. 6 is Shasha. 7, Shabbai. 8, Shamawana. 9, Salaki. 9 is not Ishra, but Salaki. Tashai. Salaki, Israel. A little rusty myself. Tashai. Then 10 is Ishra. All right, let's write them in Hebrew. Achad, you got the the Ka, and the Da. 3 letters, 2 syllables. Achad. All right, then we have Shanya. 2, Shanya. The Sha, Na, and the Ya. The Sha and the Na connected, and then the Ya is alone. 2 syllables, 2 connectors. Shanya. We have Shalash. Sha, La, Sha. Sha, and then connected on the La and Sha, making it Lash. Shalash. That's an easy one. And then Arabai. Number 4. A, Ra, Ba, I. A, Ra, Ba. 4 Hebrew letters and 3 syllables. A, Ra, and Ba, and I making Ba. Arabai. All right, 5. Chamash. Cha, Ma, Sha. Cha and Mash. Cha has 1 connector, and Ma and Sha have 1 connector, making it Mash. Chamash. Chamash. Now we move into 6. Shasha. This is a real easy one. Sha and Sha. 2 letters, 2 connectors, 2 syllables. Shasha. 7. Shabai. Sha, Ba, and I. Sha and Ba. Sha and Ba. Sha. Well, the way I wrote it, the Ba and the I are separated. So let me change that. That's the way it's spelled. So the I has to come right after the B. And I'm spelling it in the English verbalization. So Salakia. But that's how it is. Sha, a connect on the Sha, and then Ba and I are connected to making Ba. Sha Ba I. Eight, Shama Wana. Sha, this is probably the longest Hebrew number. Sha, Ma, Wa, Na, and then the Ha at the end. Shama Wana. Sha, Ma, Wa, Na. And notice how there's a connector under each letter of Shama Wana, except for the Na and the Ha at the end, making it Na. Shama Wana. Nine, the Shai. Heathens keep calling me with these little scam calls. Oppressors, the devil, the Bible speaks of.
That's right.
The Shai, the, Sha, and I. The Shai, connect under the, connecting Sha and I, making it Shai. The Shai. Oh yeah, I'm gonna move out the way, let them copy it for the notes. And then finally 10, Ishura. So we got I, Sha, and Ra. Simple. I, Sha, and Ra. Connected under each one. Ishura. All right. I know I said I was going to go up to 12, but 10 will be too wild. And I'll briefly describe 11 and 12, but we're going to go over it. Achad, Shanya, Shalash, Arabai, Hamash, Shasha, Shaba'ai, Shamawana, Tashai, and Ishura. That's 1 through 10. So I'll give you a second to get this down for your notes, and then we'll get into how we can use all the words that we just got from the word bank and this to start devising sentences to tell time. So while you get this for your notes, I'm going to go over 11 and 12. In Hebrew, 11 is Achad Ishura because 1 plus 10. So it's Achad Ishura, 1 and 10. And 12 would be Shanya Ishura. So 2 and 10. So that's all you would do is you would just add these numbers and this number together to make 11 and 12. And the same goes for 13 through 19, but you don't have to worry about that because we're telling time. So we got 1 through 10 and understanding of 11 and 12. Let's get into it. All right. So up here, I'm gonna write hour. I'm gonna just write this again. Sha'ai hour. All right, so now that we had that, we got our previous notes. Let's start getting into it. So what's the hour? That's how we ask what time is it. We say this in English sometimes too, and even Spanish. What hour is it? What's the hour? So we have za, and then the is ha, and then hour sha'ai. Za hashai. What's the hour? So let's get. It's like go ahead, sir.
I will make one word.
Kind, because we I'm glad you said that. You know what I'm saying? In Hebrew, sometimes like I don't want to call them what are they called? Prefix kind. That's what it says right here. Prefixes.
Okay.
So we have our prefix list. We got I, in, the, and, he, all types of prefixes, and we have suffixes as well. So to say two words in English like the door would be one word in Hebrew, ha, and then whatever door is.
Okay.
So the hour is ha sha'ai, and also we're gonna get into in the. That's two prefixes. We have in, ba, and then we have the ha. We know that from Bahasham, in the name, right. Bahashem. So in the is a in ba and ha, and we just using the prefixes. So let's get this in the ancient Paleo and the Syrian. I want to I want. So the za is going to be on this side because remember we write left. I mean we write right to left in Hebrew. So za. Two letters, the za and the ha, and then hasha'ai. Hasha'ai. We can get it in the Assyrian too. That's not it. It's like I'm a little rusty. Oh, that is it. Just how they credits. So, Zahashai. What's the hour? And since you brought up prefix, that's the answer that I'm gonna give us down below. I'm gonna give us some more answers on the next slide, but that's the answer that I want to use right now. Is what? Let's say it's early, so let's say it's 4 a.m. So what's the hour? No, it's lucky. Za is it's. So what? It would be ma. So that's my fault. It's lucky, Israel. Mahashai is what's the hour, not za. And saying what hour it is, you would say za. It's or by ha bakwa 4 a.m. That's what we're gonna write right now. So it's 4 in the morning. Let's see how we doing on time. Oh, we doing great. So it's 4 in the morning. Za. And we remember 4 is Arabai. So we got to write that word out. There's no digits, there's no numerals. Arabai. And then in the morning, like my Adawan said, brought out, it was an excellent assessment, because in the morning is 3 words in English and maybe even a couple words in Spanish. But in Hebrew, in the morning is 1 word. And that it would be the 2 prefixes, ba, in, ha, the, and morning, bakwa. So za arabai baha bakwa. It's 4 in the morning. Because the oppressor of the devil, the Bible speaks of, you might have to wake up at 4 in the morning and go to the slave. All right. So let's get this in the ancient Assyrian and Paleo. And we're going right to left now. So za. I didn't change the ma. Salakia. I knew I was forgetting something. Up here is we're gonna put the ma instead of the za, because it's ma. That's what. So we have ma. And down below za is gonna be the za character. Sa. Ara. Ba. Ba. Bakwa. Hello. No. You got to be careful when making your Assyrian, because some of those rise and those Y's, they look similar. So you have to make that distinctive difference between them. The rise is a real curve, so you don't want to mistake it with the da. All right. So I'll step out the way. So we got, what's the hour? What time is it? What's the hour? Ma hasha'ai. What the hour? Ma hasha'ai. It's 4 in the morning. Za arabai baha bakwar. It's 4 in the morning. We got that with the ancient Paleo and Assyrian underneath. You can get that for your notes, and then we're gonna move on to some other examples so with that word bank and those words like after and knowing the prefixes in the and morning, evening, and noon, let's just freestyle it. Let's pick some times of the day and write them in Hebrew. So first, let me get this off. You can always be kind to rewind if you didn't get the notes. Salaki.
So I know, in ancient Hebrew time, they didn't do, the minute. So
Right.
like if you was to say 4:19 in the morning, so you would just say Araba Wa.
You could say that's an excellent question. That's what we're gonna go over. How to say 4:19. We're gonna go over that because you would say we know how to say after, we know how to say 19. I only went up to 12, but 19 I guess is relevant in telling time for that instance alone. So we know how to say 19, we know how to say 4, and we know how to say after. So we would say 4:19 in the afternoon would be 19 after 4 in the afternoon.
Okay.
And we can say all that in Hebrew. I'll do it right now. But you're right though. They didn't go by the minute. So that would kind of like back then that would be like being a smart ass, like overdoing it. Slakia.
Right.
All right. So I'm gonna just put some time. We got 4:19 p.m. We just did 4 in the morning. Let's do 12. Let's do noon. So we got 12 p.m. Let's do 7 p.m. 5:30 p.m. Now 5:30 a.m. 5:30 a.m. And we'll do some more after this if we have time. So 4:19 p.m. So we know that's the evening, right? Or is that the evening? That's the afternoon. That's the afternoon. So 4:19 would be 19 after the hour of 4. So 19 is we went over it briefly. You say the first digit and then you say Ishura. So the first digit will be Tashai Ishura. That's 19. So Tashai Ishura. Tashai Ishura after Athar 4. Arabai. In the afternoon. Now, in the afternoon, there's too many different prefixes and words. So that's not one word. So I'm gonna just say 19 after 4 afternoon. So you don't have to say in the because it's in the afternoon is afternoon. So Athar noon was Nashah. No, that's evening. Tazahar. So that's this long sentence is 4:19 p.m. The Shai Ishura, Athar Arabai, Athar Tazahar. 19 after 4 afternoon. So 12, that's noon. We got it right there. Tazahar. Seven, that's the evening. So we can say Nashak, Nashak is evening. 7 in the evening.
Shabbat. Athar.
That's afternoon. That's after. We want to say in the evening.
Shabbat.
Shabbai.
Shabbai. Baha.
Nashak.
Nashak.
Yeah, that was in the word bank earlier.
Right.
Excellent job, sir. So Shabbai. Baha Nasha. 7 p.m. 7 in the evening. 7 p.m. Shabbat Baha Nasha. This is a good one. You're gonna be saying Nasha all the time in Passover if you're using this.
Right.
So finally we got 5:30 in the morning. Slaki, let's see. So we got 5:30 in the morning. This is similar to the one we did on the last slide. So this one also. So it would be 30.
Shalash.
It definitely is Shalashian, but I didn't go over that. Yeah. Most High in Christ. So I guess I did need to go over the all of the digits. So after the teens, so we know that 1 through 10 is those words we brought out in the word bank earlier, and then the teens is those same words added with 10. So Akkad Ishura will be 11. Shanya Ishura will be 12. Kamash Ishura will be 15. So after the teens, the 20s, you get Isharium, which is multiple tens, Isharium. But after the 20s, you get the single digit and then the yum at the end. So Arabayim will be 40, Hamashium will be 50, and here Shalashium will be 30. If that makes any sense, Israel. I know the brothers in class already know that, so I'm gonna just continue. So we got 30 after 5. Shalashium, Athar, Hamash, Bahabakwar in the morning.
So 30 after 5.
Bahabakwar.
In
the morning. So let's get it on. Then we can start practicing our Hebrew. Shalashium. Athar. Hamash. Bahabakwar. It's like it got kind of scrunched up at the end. I'm gonna redo this last letter. This last word. All right. So there we got it. We got a couple of examples of time using our prefixes and the word after. And I remember when Officer Tazadak, Officer 5000 Tazadak taught time, he did have he did have other ways to tell it, like 4:15, 4:30, and 4:45. You can say quarters. Now I don't have it in my notes. I don't know how to say quarter, and I don't want to just lead you any wrong. But that's another way. Like if you have 4:15, you would say a quarter after 4, or I guess you wouldn't say 2 quarters. So you'd have to say a half after 4. So and those numbers, halves and not percentages, but fractions. You can say fractions in Hebrew, but like my Adawan also says, there's multiple ways to skin a cat. So we doing it this way. So let's get this in the Hebrew. So Tashai, 9. the sha I. I don't have a lot of room, so I'm just gonna do it in the paleo for this, for these examples. And for my next examples, I'll do it in the Assyrian. The shy, Ishura. Now there's a hyphen in between the shy and Ishura because that's those words are correlated with each other. It's making it 19. The shy Ishura. Athar. Arabai. Athar again. And then Tazahar, Noon. All right, that's how you say 4:19 p.m. in Hebrew. Tazahar, Noon, that's an easy one. That's probably the easiest. Seven in the evening. Shabbai Bahad. Let's get in. Shabbai. Bahad. Bahad. Last but not least, we got another long one. 5:30 in the morning. 5:30 a.m. So that's going to be Shalashim, which is 30 after 5. 30 after 5 in the morning. 5:30 a.m. So Shalashim. Athar.
Yeah, went to downtown to get someplace like
Kamash. Bahabakwa. Bahabakwa. All right. So we got a few examples of telling time. But remember, that's just going a little bit into it a little bit. For the most part, we in Hebrew you just say what hour is it, and you say it's this hour in the afternoon, and if it's 5:30, saying it's about to be 6 in the afternoon. You can't say it's about to be 6, but just going over the hour pretty much. If it's 5:30. I guess you could say the this long one, but for the most part, if it's 5:15, then it's still considered 5 in the afternoon. That's close to 5. So the hour is the main thing. But we were just going deep into it. This is how you actually say it by the minute.
so saying that would be like saying 5 hours and 30 minutes or something.
Mm-hmm. Oh, damn! I should have went over one last time. It's lucky we did come in late. 5:30 in the AM would be Shalashim. Shalashim is 30. Athar after, and Kamash 5. So 30 after 5. And then Bahabakwar in the morning. 30 after 5. But that's for actually saying what time it is. But really in Hebrew we say what hour it is. You know what I'm saying? You are a little late. So ma hashai is what's the hour. And we go over what hour it is, and according to the time of day, morning, noon, evening, or night. Bakwar.
No, before that, like what's the hour?
Ma ha sha'ai. Ha, we know ha is the sha'ai is right there. Hour. So ma is what? So ma ha sha'ai. What's the hour? Hashai. Hashai. The hashai is the hour. And ma is what? So ma hashai, what's the hour? And then how to say it is, you were a little bit late for that too. Za is it's. Z-A-H. Za it's noon. Za tazahar, it's noon. That's how you say that. That's how you pretty much ask what time it is and answer. You might have enough time for a couple more. Actually, we right out of time. So I'm just with the little 4 minutes that we got left. I'm gonna go over the numbers really one last time. I'm not gonna write them in the Hebrew, but the numbers and I'm just gonna give us a quick word bank really fast. One last time for our notes in case we didn't see it. So we got Akkad, Shanya, Shalash, Arabai, Kamash, Shasha, Shabai, Shamawana, and Tashai. So 1 through 9 is really the meat and potatoes. Khan, slow it down for me. You say one more time. I don't even know what you're saying. What are you saying? Okay, what's up?
No, I was just practicing.
Okay, yeah, no sweat. Most High in Christ. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. What the brother is doing is not bad because practicing always gets you somewhere. We got tools to practice words that we don't know. We got 2-letter lookup, so you can use 2-letter lookup if you want to look up a word in Hebrew, and it'll even show you how to write it in Assyrian. And come into class also. So definitely practice makes perfect. I'm just gonna write these quick morning, noon, evening, and after. Morning is Bakwar. Noon is fine. Hey, it's everywhere right now. Tazahar. Evening is Nasha. And after is Athar. Pretty much knowing these words right here will get you in the door with telling time and asking what time it is. But you will have to have a little bit of understanding of Hebrew of Hebrew synthesis, like the prefixes and also words like what and it's. Yeah, there you have it. So with that, I'm gonna close out class. I'm gonna say shalom to the Akim, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah Barakatham, and shalom to the Akwathian, Yahweh Shamar Alathan Ba'Hashem Yahweh Shah. Shalom, Yashallah.
Mashallah.